Hi guys, and welcome back to another study with me. And today I was obviously revising a lot because it's one day from the start of GCSEs, so obviously it's going to be very stressful and I need to be prepared. Now, I started the day off with my usual technique of blurting, and I was doing RE because my first exam was RE. So basically I just visited loads of different topics in the textbook and wrote about them, every single thing I knew, and then in red pen I'd go through them again and check my knowledge by looking at the textbook and seeing anything that I missed and then correcting it. Thinking back on the RE paper, if you've seen my short for it, I think I did really well, and I'm hoping for a good grade on it because honestly the paper, everyone said it was really easy, and I felt like it was also kind of easy, but I don't want to get too cocky. It's really interesting that we had to get all of the content heavy subjects out of the way first, like RE, biology and English literature, and I'm really glad RE is gone. And obviously we have themes, which is paper 2, but themes is way easier to revise because the content is way more, I don't know, like together. Like I know, like I can waffle about most of theme 2, but I can't waffle about, most of paper 2, but I can't waffle about paper 1 because it's actual facts and actual things about the religions, but I can talk about themes and just waffle about them. So this is all the blurting that I did do at that time, which is a lot looking back now, but obviously the exam was the day after, so I was trying really hard to get as much work done as I could possibly do. Now obviously I also had biology, so I went to my favourite person, free science lessons, although Cognito is slightly better, and I just started writing down notes from the required practicals because I felt very confident on all of the actual biology topics, but in terms of the practicals I felt very unconfident, and therefore I just had to practice them. I had already made notes on the practicals in school, but my teacher was going through them very quickly, so I didn't get to finish them properly, so I was just using free science lessons to fill in the gaps of my notes and just consolidate my knowledge. It's really funny thinking back on it because when I think, I'm pretty sure aseptic techniques, which is only 1 out of the 6 practicals that there possibly could have come up, that it was the only one that came up, so all this revision that I'm doing was practically useless. But hey, I was prepared, and I guess that's all that matters. Whilst I was revising, obviously I was using a lot of brain power, so I decided to get myself some crisps, plantain chips to be exact, whilst I watch an actual practical happen, because I found that watching the videos was quite informative, but I needed to see the actual practical happen, so I watched a video of that. And then I started blurting for RE again because I decided that there were some topics that I didn't finish off very well, or that I hadn't actually revised as properly as I thought I did. And I also had to get out my big folder for RE in which I've compiled loads of notes and sheets and papers of different RE topics, and I used it to correct some of the things that I missed out on my RE blurting because I missed out a lot. Luckily, a lot of the things that I did miss out didn't actually come up on the exam, but that's the point of blurting. When you miss stuff out, you only revise those stuff that you missed out. So even if they did come up, I think I would have been fine. And also excuse the flashing in these clips, the light outside was quite variable. As explained, I do have to go through the red pen that I do for the blurting, so that's what I was doing here. I was making sure I reread them and then reread them again. It's not like rereading notes, it's actually something in which when you reread notes, you're rereading things that you might already know and that you might already really understand. But when I was rereading my blurting, I was reading things that I knew that I didn't know because they wouldn't be in red pen if I didn't know them. So it's way more effective. Finally, I ended off the day with, you guessed it, more blurting. I had to do the influences of certain things in religions and revise those, so I did more blurting on them and then red penned them. And yeah, that's practically all the revision I did before exam season started. So if you like the video, please consider subscribing, comment down your favorite part of it, and have a nice day.